morning, Ma'am Annalyn. Good morning, classmates. My name is Marvin May Oxtero Kirikiri, and I am assigned to report our sample of simple linear regression using the SPSS. Please follow me through for the steps. So first, we need to open our SPSS. And by the way, our sample is a number of hours and the predicted score of the student. So we have in our first column in your data view, inter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So these are the number of hours studied. And for our variable 2 or in the column 2, we have for 1 hour of studying, the student got 60 score. 2 hours got 65, 3 hours 70, 4 hours 75, 5 hours 80, 6 hours 85, 7 hours is 90, and 8 hours is 95, 95. 9 hours is 100, and for 10 hours of studying, the student get 98. So after entering the data, go to variable view, and for variable 1, name it as our hours or number of hours. Then for variable 2, that is the scores. So just change the decimal into 0 para ma-whole number siya. And then for the measure, since this is hours and score, I guess this is a scale. So after that, go back to the data view, and on the tabs, open the Analyze tab above this one. Then under Analyze, choose Regression. Under Regression, click Linear. Analyze, Regression, and then Linear. Okay. So in this table, for our dependent variable, just click score and click this arrow para ma-transfer siya. And for independent variables, click the hours and click the arrow para ma-transfer siya. So for our independent variables, we have the score, and the independent variable is hours. Now, for this one, click statistic, navigate statistic, and as you can see, you have estimate, confidential interval, but we need only the estimate. Why we need to check estimate? Because this will provide us regression coefficient that is useful for our interpretation. After that is the model fit. Model fit also provides the R squared and the related measures needed in our interpretation. So you can also check the descriptive and the confidential interval. So this is our 95. We have 95 or equivalent to 0.05. So just click continue and go to the plot. So click the dependent into ibutang siya sa y-axis, and for our x is we have this one. Okay, next. I'll just click next. Sorry, again. For y is we have independent. Y is independent. X is this one. Then click continue. For option, use probability of F. So just state that one, use probability of F as is or not siya. Just click continue. And just click OK to run the analysis. And now we have the result. So, pareha ba tag nakitang result? Okay. So, Same with the result from the Excel and the manual computation. The score, the mean of our score is 81.8 and the number of hours, the mean of hour is 5.50. These are descriptive statistic. Now let's go to the important here is the model summary. So look at your model summary. So in our R, this one, the R, this is the correlation coefficient between the hours and the score. So we have 1.991. It indicates the strength and the direction of the linear relationship. So for our R, we have a value closer to positive 1 or negative 1. So it indicates a strong relationship of the two variables, which is the hours and the score. So 1.991 is closer enough. So for our R squared, this one is the coefficient of determination, represents the portion of variance in the dependent variable or our score, explained by the independent variable or the hours. So we got 0.90, 0.982. And then for our standard error of estimate, so we have 2.002. So a smaller value indicates a better fit of the model. So we have only 2, so it's a better fit for the model. So next table is the ANOVA. As you can see, this table tests the overall significance of the regression model using the F-test. So again, we are using here the F-test. So regression, this represent the variable explained by the model. So we got 1,759.527. So for our residual, it represents the variable not explained by the model. So that is 32 and we got total of 1,791.600. Okay? So for our significant or the significant value, the p-value is 0. By the way, in this portion, p-value is less than 0.05. So again, our standard is 0.05. But if it is lesser 0.05, we can reject the null hypothesis. So we will reject the null hypothesis if this is less than 0.05. So here we have 0.0. This means that we will reject the null hypothesis. There is because there is relationship between the variables. This suggests that the model is statistically significant. Okay, so for this table, this table is about the coefficients. So we have the constant, which is the hour. For this table, it contains the regression coefficient and their associated statistics. So understanding the understandize the coefficient. So we have b, so the constant. So this is the y-intercept or the a of the um, equation. So predicted score when hour is 0. So mo ni siya ang resulta. Then hours. So this is the slope or represented by letter B of the regression equation, represents the change in the predicted score for 1 unit increase in hour. So standard of error, siya given na siya for 56.40. Itong constant 1.368 and for 4.6 nga we have 0.220. So, more na siya importante nga mga figures na siya. So, residuals, din na siya kinanglan. No? By the way, we have here the scattered plot. So, regression, mo ni siyang itong ato ang gipakita, nag-scattered plot punta sa kuano sa Excel, and we have also on manual, same rin ipapun siya o forma. Yan na siya forma. Okay, so I guess, I hope you were able to follow the steps, and feel free to play again the video if I am too fast. So In general, the regression equation in this sample that we have, using the form of score is equals TA or constant intercept plus B, which is the coefficient for hours times the hours. So for our example equation, we came up with y equals 56.33 plus 4.63x. So this means for every additional hours, the score is predicted to increase by 4.62 points, or as when we make it as a whole number, 5. 5 iyahang increase. So that is all about my report. I hope you were able to follow and understand the process. Thank you, everyone.